Okay.
So there's clips of William Regal and Sir William, his butler, played by Bill Dundee of Memphis fame, attacking Ricky Steamboat, costing him the TV title. Also on this show, Harlem Heat versus Sting and Dustin Rhodes, and the new World Tag Team Champions, the Nasty Boys, and their new manager, Missy Hyatt, in action. The intro begins, and was this supposed to be a spoof on Saturday Night Live?
I thought so.
I have no recollection of this whatsoever. But
I don't remember the jazz music, that's for sure.
There's saxophones everywhere, and cameras flying around the place, and announcers looking very surprised as there's suddenly cameras in their face. It looks very much like a sketch comedy show.
You know what's funny about this show, by the way, is so you mentioned Bill Dundee is now Sir William.
Yes.
So they took a guy from Memphis and made him an Englishman.
Yes.
Okay. Well, on the same show, they took an Englishman, Chris Champion, and made him an Asian. Yoshi Kwan.
Huh.
That's like, whatever they wanted you to be, they just made you.
Pretty much.
And it didn't matter if it made any sense.
Right.
Okay. As long as we got that clear.
So we open with Ricky Steamboat versus Lord Steven Regal.
Jesus, God almighty, what a fucking match. This match was the best fucking match. As far as like a straight wrestling match, so I'm excluding Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, this was the best fucking match I have seen. And I don't even know how long. I guess you have to take away the Will Ospreay New Japan Cup Finals with Shingo. But
Sure.
God damn, this match was so fucking awesome. And you know what was great about it, too? Was it was so different from what you would see today. In the sense,
Very true.
I mean, it was still wrestling, but like nowadays, if you watch a match in WWE, I'll use WWE for the example here. So it starts out with the babyface getting a little bit of shine, and then Raw rolls on.
Right.
And we have heat for like an hour, and then we do like near fall, blah, 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 and then we have some distraction finish. That's wrestling nowadays. Yeah. Back then, it's Ricky Steamboat, who's the babyface, obviously, against William Regal. It is a non-title match. Ricky Steamboat goes in there, and he beats up William Regal for an hour. I mean, he beats the shit out of this guy. And he beats him, and he beats him, and he flips him, and he flops him, and he flies him all over the ring. And finally, like 10 minutes into the match...
Yes.
It was 6, but still.
Regal cuts him off. He gets heat for like maybe 2 minutes. And then Ricky Steamboat makes a comeback. And Ricky Steamboat, he beats him, and he beats him, and he beats him. And then Sir William hits the ring. Ricky Steamboat beats the shit out of him. He then pins William Regal. Then he beats the shit out of both of them, and he stands tall at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to watch every WCW Saturday night there's ever been. This is the great... And this, by the way, is when this company was, like, in the doldrums.
Yes,
like, this company was
period.
a sinking fucking ship. And I'm watching it now going, these were the glory days. Holy shit, what a match. Ricky Steamboat is the greatest babyface I ever saw in my fucking life.
Yes.
William Regal is the best fucking heel. He doesn't just put him in a half crab. He puts him in a half crab and stands on his face while he's doing it. Just the biggest dick. And I watched this and I thought, you know, Dave's ranting about the Performance Center and everybody's putting over like Ty Conti because she's gone through the school that Dustin's running with QT. I'm just sitting and thinking, you know, if Ricky Steamboat and William Regal opened a school and they were only going to have 10 students, they'd be the 10 best wrestlers on the planet in about 6 months. That's what I thought watching this. Holy fuck, what a match. I could have watched this 1,000 times.
The shine lasted, like I said, about 6 minutes, and then Ricky Steamboat missed something. And the only offensive move that Regal had to do to get this crowd to hate him was punch Ricky Steamboat in the head.
Yeah.
And the crowd went, boo! It was great.
You can't punch Ricky Steamboat. What an asshole. And he was a foreigner. Oh, they were really mad.
So
they were angry.
Was this still being taped in Atlanta, or had they moved to Florida by here? Not that it really matters. I'm just curious.
I actually don't know where this was. I wasn't even paying attention. I was watching the wrestling match.
That's fair.
Did you hear the chant that the crowd?
Yes.
Well, that's why I brought it up. See, this show again, September of 1993. Now, for you youngsters out there, you may have seen a commercial these days.
I graduated this year.
Yes, I didn't. I'm much younger than you. You may have seen a commercial these days. It's for, I think it's actually for car
We're the
insurance.
same age, and you graduated a year later. That tells me you flunked.
We were born the same year.
3 months apart.
The point is, you started school a year ahead of me.
All right.
I graduated in '94. Point being, everyone, if you're a young person, you may have seen a commercial lately with I'll say it, an old rap act named Tag Team,
Right.
and they're doing a song called "Scoop There It Is" about their ice cream.
Right.
Well, for those of you who are too young to know, Tag Team was a real act with a real song called "Whoop There It Is," and it was huge. To the point where that's all these Southern wrestling fans wanted to do is chant "Whoop There It Is" over and over and over again. To the point, it's going on during the Shine. Ricky Steamboat is whipping ass, and he turns to the crowd expecting them to cheer, but they're just going, "Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is." And so Ricky Steamboat, who I didn't even know had rhythm, begins to dance.
He began to twerk.
He sort of did. He sort of
Kinda.
did. It caught him off guard. So he was a very fired up babyface. He bit William Regal at one point. He was so angry. I'd never seen Steamboat fight so dirty. I did like Jesse at the start outright says it's a non-title match. So if Steamboat beats Regal, it don't mean nothing. He just tells you the match doesn't count. It's not important.
Oh, man, there was another great line. So Ricky bites him, and Jesse says, "He's breaking every rule in WCW." And Shivani says, "Well, not every rule." And Jesse says, "Well, what rule is he not breaking?" And Tony Schiavone, straight as an arrow, says, "No rats in the locker room."
No pets in the locker room.
I thought you said rats.
Pretty sure he said
Because Jesse then gets confused. He thought he said bats because he goes, "Reptiles?" And there's a long pause.
What?
And then Jesse gets the joke and he goes, "Oh, you mean Ricky's wife isn't allowed in the locker room?" I died.
It's much funnier your way, so I won't correct it.
I think, because they keep talking about reptiles. You thought he said pets?
It's the dragon.
Oh, I guess
Ricky
the dragon.
Steamboat, yes.
Right.
All
whatever.
I know is
I like
William
mine.
Regal-
I like my
and
idea better.
William Regal's pets are reptiles, but your idea is
That's
better.
true.
Tony and Jesse were playing the roles of Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez at this point.
I'll take it.
So Regal, all he has to do when it's finally time to cut Steamboat off, Steamboat goes to the headstand out of the corner, and rather than run underneath him, Regal just grabs his feet and slams him to the mat. Immediately strikes with a Cornish hype.
Oh, the old
Made me
Cornish
happy.
hype.
Yes.
I like to call it the Corning hash.
That works too. There were a couple of instances in this match only, where Peacock malfunctioned on me. I got a spinny orange circle that would not go away, and I skipped ahead, and it went fine. It only happened 2 or 3 times in this match, and then not for the rest of the show. So eventually, Steamboat, as noted, he makes his big comeback with just a bunch of chops and punches. Sir William goes to the top rope. Steamboat grabs him, presses him onto Regal, and then rolls up Regal for the pin. Now, as great as this match was, in the post-match, William Regal, it's Jamie Dundee in like coat and tails with a bowler hat and an umbrella, like a skinny version of the Penguin. Mm-hmm. And he goes to attack Steamboat after the match, and he swings his umbrella, and Steamboat ducks, and Sir William does a full 360. So when he's done with the swing, he is still facing Steamboat, and Steamboat punches him in the face. I laughed so hard at that. That was so perfect. And then, yes, Regal is also beaten more. And Steamboat is left not just standing tall, but menacing with the umbrella and wearing Sir William's bowler.
There's nothing better than a baby face at the end of getting the best of the heels is to wear the manager's gimmick. It
point out
always works.
How silly it is.